So you really think you're getting out of here with a golden ticket, that you're going to be raptured out? No law, no covenant, no works, just a handshake with church tradition, and suddenly you get VIP treatment while everyone else faces the music? It's time to wake up. You want scripture? You want facts? I'm going to shred this rapture myth with receipts and every single verse that you think supports your escape. I'm about to tear it apart. First, Yahusha never once said, just believe and I'll beam you out before it gets ugly. In fact, in Matthew chapter 24, verse 9, he warns you'll be handed over, hated, and even killed for my name's sake. In verse 13, but the ones who endure to the end will be saved. Not the ones who check out early, the ones who endure. You want to quote Luke chapter 21, verse 36? Go read the whole chapter. Yahusha's warning about staying awake, praying for strength to stand and not fly away. Nowhere does he say, escape to the clouds and watch from a skybox. He says, don't be caught off guard, stay awake and stay faithful. Revelation, go to chapter 12, verse 17. The remnant, keep the commandments of Elohim and have the testimony of Yahusha. Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. Here is the endurance of the set apart ones, those who keep the commandments of Yahuwah and the faith of Yahusha. No mention of getting a free pass. They're still on earth, holding the line, not getting zapped out. Paul in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, he describes the resurrection when Yahusha returns. The dead rise, the living are gathered, and not a word about vanishing before trouble. He even says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 1 to 3, don't be deceived. That day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness is revealed. Then, y'all love Paul? Go to Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27. It is appointed for men to die once. So much for a pre-trib secret exit. And I'm still not done. The prophets, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. At that time your people shall be delivered, everyone found written in the book. But there will be a time of trouble, such as never was. He's talking about surviving through tribulation, not skipping it. Then go down to verses 11 and 12. From the time the daily is taken away and the abomination that makes desolate is set up, there will be 1290 days. Blessed is he who waits and comes to the 1335th day. Notice, it doesn't say, blessed are those who disappeared before it happened. It says, blessed are those who endure, who make it all the way through the chaos to the end of days. It's not the ones who escape. It's the ones who wait and endure who get the blessing. So if you're banking on an escape before the trial, you're already ignoring Daniel, the prophet every end times preacher claims to follow. Ezra, in 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verses 74 to 76. My chosen ones, listen. The days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from them. From them, not before them. In 2 Baruch 29 to 30, Baruch sees the end time tribulation. Great distress will come upon all the earth. The righteous are kept through it, not airlifted out. It's a second Exodus, not a Sunday morning escape. What about Noah, Lot, Enoch? Noah rode out the flood. He wasn't beamed up. Lot barely escaped with his life, and his wife looked back. And Enoch is a prototype of resurrection, not a church rapture doctrine. In Yahusha's own words, Matthew chapter 7, verses 21 to 23. Not everyone who says to me, Master, Master, will enter the kingdom, but only those who do the will of my Father. He's not handing out golden tickets for wishful thinking. Oh, and you want to quote Acts chapter 4, verse 12? Let's talk about no other name. That doesn't mean whatever your pastor says. It means the name Yahuwah gave, Yahusha, not Jesus, not your denomination, and definitely not a doctrine invented centuries later. Stop hiding behind translations and start reading the source. The real prophecy is this. You endure, you keep the commandments, you stay faithful, you go through tribulation, not around it. The church told you rapture so you'd stay lazy, trust the system, and wait for someone else to fix it. But the scrolls say, come out of her, my people, prepare, guard the covenant, and stop dreaming of an easy out. If you're still waiting for a rescue while the world burns, you're not a disciple, you're a spectator, and you'll be left out when the real exodus happens. The scrolls say it, the prophets confirm it, and Yahusha lived it. And deep down, if you're honest, you know the free ride was always just a fantasy.